Hi gorgeous, welcome back to Vitale Style. Today I'm doing a very highly requested video on how I do my brows. I get so many questions on social media, and anytime I have I do a tutorial here on this channel, I get a lot of people ask how I do my brows, because I always have them pre-done because they take forever, and if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I'm kind of challenged in the brow area, so I definitely have to kind of apply my brows in order for them to look like I have really any kind of shape to my face whatsoever. If you have full beautiful brows, and this is probably not going to be the video that you're going to need to watch, but maybe you can find a couple tips there that might help you. And if you are anything like me and you definitely need to apply your brows, and this I think will definitely be helpful. This is for anyone who needs their brows to last all day long, look good, have a good sort of natural arch to them. I think this meets all those requirements, I guess. This will help you out if you are in need of any of those things. I just think it's, for me anyway, definitely something I do every single day. Now, sometimes I don't, if I'm doing like everyday, like day-to-day, very basic makeup where I just wear concealer and some mascara and lip balm, I don't use the brow pomade, I just use a pencil. But 99.99% of the time, even if it's a basic makeup look, I do the whole thing, because I just think eyebrows really shape the face, and to me that's a really important part. If I don't have my eyebrows on, I feel weird. So anyway, if you want to know how I get my eyebrows to look like this, then just keep on watching. Now, I zoomed you in as far as I could, so you won't be able to see my mouth, you'll be able to hear me, but you'll be able to see the actual eyebrows. Now you can see I've got a pretty nicely sized chunk of hair missing out of my eyebrows, because that's a scar that I've had since I was, I think, a year old, if not younger. And my eyebrows are full in the front, but there's really nothing else going on here. Now, first step I'm going to do is I'm going to take my MAC pencil in the color Spiked. This is what I use to kind of outline my brow, if that makes sense, because I find it a little bit difficult to outline and shape with any kind of cream product, so I like to use a pencil. What I do is and it's going to be hard for me to talk and do this at the same time, but basically I want to just draw a line of where I want my, I guess, eyebrow to start. I want to just draw the shape of my eyebrow. So I just take my pencil, line it up with the very tip of the brow, and that's when I know I need to stop right there, okay? I made a little dot. So then I take my pencil and just do it like so. Okay, so you can see I'm kind of tracing underneath. Like so. Now you have the shape of the brow. Now I need to make my arch. And my arch, I always make my arch okay, so you see your pupil, I guess. The outside of your pupil is where your arch should be. So for me, it's right here, and conveniently is where I have got a big chunk of hair missing. So makes it easy for me to remember. So basically you just draw your arch. Some people like it really like almost like a V. Some people like more round. Some people just like it more straight. That's completely up to you. I like a nice round arch. So basically I just take my pencil and do it like that. So now I've done my arch. So then you just take your pencil, and I very like kind of feather light motion, I just make a little flick to extend that arch as naturally as possible. And then you can kind of go back in and fix it if you need to. Okay, there it is. Now I want you to do the same thing on the other side. Now on this side, I have to make sure that I color in this bit right here. It's so difficult to figure out how to do this so that you can see as clear as possible. I need to make sure I fill in the gap right here of where my scar is, because I find that it's easier to do with a pencil, so I can do it more precise. And it's just because there's no hair there, powder does not stick to that part. It has to be either a cream product or a pencil, and I think this just works best for me. And then I just repeat the same process of just underlining the brow, like so, and then go ahead and just make your arch. Okay, just like that. Now at this point, you can do the whole thing using your pencil. I prefer to just outline it, do what I have to do, and then go in with my pomade, because to me that makes it last all day long without any question, and I like it better that way. What is this straggly little fella doing? My pomade from Anastasia in the color dark brown, and this is my favorite brush to use it with, and this is just the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush. It's got a spoolie on one side and the angled brush on the other. Now what I do is I take my brush, put it in there like so, and I take that, because this is pretty pigmented stuff, and I kind of just smoosh it around in the lid, and what that does is one of two things. First thing it does is it takes away like the first, like really, it kind of distributes the product better, and it distributes the bottom to about, so it's not only on the tip, it's like the first half of the little brush, it's got color in it, so it doesn't go on as like, it just works better, I think, anyway. And then all I do is kind of just meet the top with my arch so that it matches. You can see I'm doing kind of strokes. If I were to do one big line, it looks like one big line. So I just like to do strokes like so, meet with my arch, and then kind of carry that down, kind of tracing that pencil. Then gonna just take a little more product, whatever is in the cap. I don't re-dip my brush at this point. And then you can make your brow as thick or as thin as you want it. At this point, it's completely up to you. So I'm just gonna thicken it up a bit. Like so. Don't worry about this, don't worry about it. Then I take the whatever's left on my brush and just do like little, just kind of flick it up just to color in the very front. And do not worry, this is all gonna be, it looks strange at this point, but it's really when you clean it up that it makes the biggest difference. Repeat the exact same thing on the other side so that your brows match. Although, however, I will say your brows will never be fully identical. What's the saying? They're cousins, not twins. I don't know, something like that, but the same thing. Okay, and now this is where the magic begins. You take your spoolie, and I brush the very front that I colored in because I want a hint of color, but I don't want that stark dark pomade in the very front of my brows. I just like to brush it through like so. Then you need to take some concealer in a brush. This is my favorite concealer and my favorite brush to do this with. I think that nothing beats it. The brush I like using is the Flat Definer E15 brush, and the concealer I love is the full coverage concealer from NYX in the color beige. This is my favorite combo. And you just take a little bit of the concealer like so on both sides. Make sure you tap, kind of like wipe off the excess a little bit in here, because it is pretty pigmented and pretty strong. And then you just clean up that line underneath. Wait till you see, what is up with this little straggly? Okay. Wait till you see the difference it makes. It's like night and day. Just take that underneath. And then I kind of put it flat on top and just do like so. And like so. Same thing here. And then the final step is to set your brows in place, and I like to use the NYX eyebrow, what is this called? Control Freak eyebrow gel. And that is the completed eyebrows. Now I think eyebrows just make a world of a difference. If you are blessed with gorgeous, thick eyebrows, and I'm jealous. I wouldn't even play it cool. I unfortunately am not, so I need to work with what I have, and this is by far my favorite routine. I've been using the same products except for this one, because this was recently something I discovered a few months ago, but before this I always use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Gel, the clear brow gel, but I've been using the pomade, this guy, and this guy probably the whole entire year, and I don't know, I think it's the best. So I hope that this was helpful. I know I just get so many questions when it comes to my brows on all over social media, and even here, because you know I always, even when I do a tutorial, I always start with my eyebrows already done, because they do take a good 15 minutes to do, 15-20 minutes. And most people don't have to do it, so that's why I just kind of skip over that. But now I will just kind of reference this video in my future tutorial so that you know where to go to see how I apply my brows. I hope that you found this helpful. Let me know what you want to see this week. If you have anything in particular you want me to do, I would love to do it for you. So that's that. I don't know what's on my lips. I know people will ask, and I hate to tell you that. Oh, I know what it is. Rimmel Instant Snob Lip Liner all over, and the lipstick I used is the new CoverGirl lipstick in 245 Honeyed Bloom. That's all what's on my lips. That is that. I hope that this was helpful, and let me know if you have any special tips or tricks that you use to do your own eyebrows. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.